Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about one of the most interesting and deadly anti-tank weapons in modern warfare, Israel's LAHAT missile, and how it can destroy enemy tanks without even being seen. The battlefield has changed a lot over the years, but tanks are still one of the most important weapons of any army. Because of that, destroying tanks quickly and safely has become a top priority for military planners. Israel has always focused on smart and high-tech weapons, and the LAHAT missile is a perfect example of this thinking. LAHAT stands for Laser Homing Attack or Laser Homing Anti-Tank. This missile is designed to hit enemy tanks from long distances and, most importantly, from angles where the tank is weakest. It does not need to fly straight like old rockets. It can come from above. Modern tanks have very thick armor in the front, because that is where they usually expect attacks. But the top of the tank is much thinner. LAHAT is designed to take advantage of this weakness. The missile uses laser guidance. That means a laser beam is pointed at the target, and the missile follows that laser all the way to the tank. The laser can come from different sources. It can be from the tank that fires the missile, from another vehicle, from a soldier on the ground, or even from a drone or helicopter. This makes LAHAT very flexible. The tank that fires the missile does not always have to show itself or stay exposed. The missile can be launched from a tank gun, especially from Israeli Merkava tanks, or from light vehicles and helicopters. This makes it useful in many different combat situations. One of the most dangerous things for a tank crew is being seen first. If the enemy sees you before you see them, you are already in big trouble. LAHAT is designed to solve this problem. It can be fired from long range, often beyond what the enemy tank can clearly see. The missile travels quietly compared to big gun shells, and it does not create a big flash that easily gives away the firing position. While the enemy is still searching, the missile is already in the air, flying toward the laser spot on their tank. Because the laser can come from another position, the enemy might not even know where the real shooter is. This is what people mean when they say the enemy tank is destroyed without being seen. The crew may not even realize they are under attack until the missile hits. The LAHAT missile usually attacks from above. This is called a top attack profile. The missile climbs high, then dives down onto the top of the tank. That is where the armor is weakest and easiest to penetrate. Even the strongest modern tanks have trouble defending against attacks from above. When the missile hits, it uses a shaped charge warhead. This creates a powerful jet of metal that burns through armor like a hot knife through butter. Inside the tank, this causes massive damage. It can ignite fuel, ammunition, and kill or injure the crew almost instantly. Because of this, one well-aimed LAHAT missile can completely destroy a tank in seconds. Another important feature of LAHAT is its range. It can hit targets several kilometers away. This allows tanks or vehicles using LAHAT to stay far from the front line and still destroy enemy armor. Long range also means more safety. The farther you are, the harder it is for the enemy to hit you back. In desert or open areas where tanks can see each other from far away, this is a huge advantage. The missile's guidance system is very accurate. As long as the laser stays on the target, the missile will keep adjusting its path. Even if the target is moving, the missile can still follow it. This makes it very hard for enemy tanks to escape once they are marked by the laser. Some tanks use smoke to hide themselves, but modern laser systems can sometimes still track through certain types of smoke, or find the target again when the smoke clears. LAHAT is also lighter than many old anti-tank missiles, which means more missiles can be carried on a vehicle. This gives the crew more chances to fire again if needed. In real combat, surprise is everything. The first shot often decides the fight. With LAHAT, Israeli forces and other users can strike first, from far away, and from a hidden position. The enemy tank crew might be scanning the front, but the missile comes from above or from a strange angle they did not expect. By the time they realize what is happening, it is already too late. Another important point is teamwork. LAHAT works best when different units work together. A drone might spot an enemy tank and shine a laser on it. A tank or vehicle far away can then fire the missile without ever seeing the target directly. This kind of teamwork makes the battlefield very dangerous for any enemy tank. They are never sure who is watching them or from where the attack will come. This creates fear and stress, which also affects how well soldiers can fight. Psychological impact is a big part of modern warfare. Knowing that a missile can come silently from far away and hit from above makes tank crews very nervous. They may drive slower, hide more, or avoid open areas. All of this reduces their effectiveness in battle. LAHAT is not just for destroying tanks. It can also be used against bunkers, armored vehicles, and even slow helicopters. This makes it a multi-purpose weapon, not just an anti-tank missile. However, its main fame comes from its ability to kill tanks before they even know they are in danger. Compared to old anti-tank rockets, which needed the shooter to be close, LAHAT keeps the shooter much safer. Old weapons often required soldiers to get within a few hundred meters of a tank, which was very risky. With LAHAT, attacks can happen from kilometers away. This is a huge change in how anti-tank warfare is fought. Technology has made the battlefield more about information, sensors, and smart weapons. Who sees first, who locks on first, and who fires first usually wins. LAHAT fits perfectly into this new style of war. It combines long-range, smart guidance, and deadly accuracy. Even though tanks are getting better armor and new defense systems, missiles like LAHAT keep improving too. It is a constant race between attack and defense. Some modern tanks use active protection systems that try to shoot down incoming missiles. But top attack missiles like LAHAT make this harder because they come from angles that are difficult to cover. No defense is perfect, and attackers are always looking for weak points. That is why weapons like LAHAT remain very dangerous even against modern tanks. Israel developed LAHAT not just for its own army, but also for export. Several countries have shown interest because it gives them a powerful anti-tank ability without needing very heavy or expensive systems. For smaller armies, this is very important. They can defend themselves against stronger armored forces using smart missiles instead of huge tank armies. In real combat, what matters most is effectiveness. LAHAT has shown that it can hit accurately and destroy heavy armor. This is why it is respected by military experts around the world. When people say enemy tanks are destroyed without being seen, they are talking about this mix of long-range, hidden shooters, and smart guidance. The tank crew might be driving normally, thinking the area is safe. They might not see any enemy tanks or soldiers nearby. Suddenly, a missile comes from above and hits them. They never saw the shooter, never heard a big warning, and never had time to react. That is the true power of weapons like LAHAT. They change the rules of the fight. Instead of big, noisy battles where both sides see each other clearly, modern fights can be quiet, fast, and deadly. One side might not even know where the danger is coming from. This also means training is very important. Using LAHAT correctly needs good coordination, good communication, and skilled operators. The laser must stay on the target, and the timing must be right. But when everything works, the result is devastating. A single missile can remove a powerful enemy tank from the battlefield. This saves friendly lives and gives a big advantage. In many wars, tanks are used to break through defenses and support soldiers. If those tanks are destroyed early, the whole plan can fail. So a weapon like LAHAT does not just kill a tank, it can stop an entire attack. That is why anti-tank weapons are so important. They are not just about destroying machines, but about changing the course of a battle. LAHAT is one of those weapons that can do exactly that. It shows how technology, smart design, and good tactics come together. From long-range launches to silent flight and deadly top attack strikes, it is built to surprise and destroy. As tanks become more advanced, missiles like LAHAT also become more advanced. This battle between armor and missile will continue for many years, but for now, LAHAT remains one of the weapons that tank crews fear the most.